Ramsey hitting PB this month and really playing well against every time we slay earlier today. But going to be facing very different competition in Savage.
Yeah, and right now I really like Ramsey's early board. It looks a little jagged, but it's like a good kind of jagged, I suppose, where you just have barely enough space to go in between and get some opportunistic double clears.
Yeah, sometimes you end up with those where it's just like, hey, I really want everything down at the bottom. The only use I have for this pill is way down at the bottom of the board. Ramsey running into that, getting pills with yellow pill halves, and not any yellow at the top of his board. I really like that play there. That just kind of uses it as strategic garbage. Meanwhile, Savage getting a triple there is holding on to a 5 virus lead, but with a very uh, just floaty board, not a lot of connected viruses. So expect to see a little bit of drop time, although knowing her, she will find ways to make it as limited as possible.
Yeah, Ramsey actually had an early 5 virus lead, but that has swung because Ramsey has not gotten much red help whatsoever, and he's been stuck with that red on the right hand side of his board for a while now.
Oof, no, that's your least favorite color there too, the partner. And yeah, it can when it shows up, it tends to show up in droves, but when it does not, man, it takes forever.
Savage is out at minute 29 about. That's a very good time for level 8.
Yes, indeed. And Ramsey going to be not too far behind with that really great setup for a horizontal out at a 146 and just continuing on. Not a lot of red available at the top of his board, but is going to be able to get down to the reds here. Going to need a lot of blue help though to be working down this board.
Yeah, and that double red, you would have loved to be able to knock out that column 4, maybe go in between the viruses, but the problem is then you get yourself into a valley situation. Not only that, but you're also making yourself get stuck on blue, and nobody wants that.
Yeah, double blue blitz is of course the least common blitz. Uh,
Here we
oh,
go.
and this is going to be a great combo for Ramsey there to keep it within six. A Savage Octagon, who has just had a fairly straightforward board, hasn't really had to fight it too hard, but at the same time, you always have to be creative when you're playing Dr. Mario.
Yeah, just finding quick and efficient ways to get rid of all your viruses. Savage's board looks it's just really simple and really clean. Eat prime rib off it if you want to.
Yeah, it's nowhere near the floaty board she had. In fact, Ramsey, if anybody's got a floaty board right now, it's Ramsey, although he's got everything now compressed and has it tied up at 5 with a good
Ooh,
opportunity.
look at that.
Yes,
Timely
that
double
is
yellow.
exactly what he needed. Oh, and Savage with a misdrop. That is going to cost her a little bit of time. And every red that she gets here is gonna be painful. It's gonna be Ramsey out first at a 328, Savage gonna be out at a 329. So
Oh
the
boy.
timer differences are pretty much it. So Ramsey holding on to the slimmest of leads right now.
Yeah, Ramsey doing a little drilling down to get his virus board down in column 6. I like this quick flat clear he's got. Nice swim move. Ramsey pulling out all the tricks. I love it.
Yeah, and you feel like that's something you have to do when you're playing one of the top players in the game. Savage out to a 4 virus lead now here in level 10. Again, we're running 8 through 11 in this level block as opposed to the 6 to 9 we were just doing. Uh, but again, we're looking at spirals. We're looking at a whole lot of red. She cannot be happy about that. And that may be what Ramsey needs, especially with this double yellow coming through. He's looking at big combos there, or just big horizontals there. And yeah, he is now taking the lead again.
Ramsey did not leave himself enough space to get the horizontal on the yellow virus on the bottom of his board, but he attacked another one from underneath. And the unfortunate thing about Ramsey's board right now is that, I mean, you look at column 8, then you look at the left hand side, and it's just nothing but red.
Yeah, that's a similar situation what Savage has right now. Her biggest problem has been red pretty much this whole board. Just now finding her way out of that, and you can see even what she's got down in the middle of the board buried, it's more red. So once she gets this yellow blue to knock out those yellows, it is just 5 red viruses. Down to 3, down to 2. The dot giving her a double red blitz, ending it with a red yellow. She is out at a 527, shaking her head, but she is the one with the lead right now.
Yeah, it's just been a tale of two boards, and the board that Ramsey had was just too difficult to work with, and Savage has gotten into 11 first.
Yeah, that's definitely the case, and you can see, Ramsey again fighting off needing the reds. Would love just a double red and then some blues for him, just something to get this board moving. That double blue would have been great about 3 pills from now. It's just the RNG not working out for him. That one's
Yeah.
going to help though. Just 2 blues away.
Well, 3 blues because it unfortunately cleared out some blue pills on row 2, but now he's gonna be out at a 619.
Yeah, one a packy for the win. So
Yep, I'll take it.
all right, so Savage with about half a board lead here on this level 11. Not where she probably expected or would have expected to be after that pretty disastrous level 9. But she is where she wants to be as far as time differential. But man, oh man, does she ever want to take those blues out horizontally? Just looking for a way to do that without wrecking the setup she's already got.
This is a pretty interesting setup. I actually like that move a whole lot because she had a setup on top of another setup, and that just basically narrowed it down to one setup that she could trigger right away.
Decides not to use the red blue to get the combos out on the right hand side, probably thinking, hey, my right hand side is covered. I need to focus on what's on the left. Uh, does have to, one piece of garbage is not going to address it just yet. Oh, going to make a good setup here, and it's not
I
going to be
like
garbage at
this.
all.
There it is, and she's going to be out of here at 731.
Yeah, Savage, a little shaken by that. I know that feeling very well. Um, I the commentary booth was very lucky that my audio was malfunctioning when I came back in because it was a whole lot of yelling and almost swearing. So yeah, definitely, definitely everybody's feeling it today.
Yeah, this level block in particular really does that to people, and because let's face it, it starts with the cursed level 8. So
Yep. All right. Both players getting themselves set back up. We're going to get the readies from them. And there's one from Savage. There's
Ramsey's
one
on
from
level
Ramsey.
Ramsey's on level 7 right now. I hope he realizes it.
Yeah, hopefully Ramsey.
He's got it.
There we go. Slides himself over. Can never remember who all listens to commentary. I'm guessing Ramsey is one.
Oh,
There's,
if that was the case, then that was the reason why. Oh, you're welcome. If that was the reason why, then cool.
yep. All right. Interesting first boards. Savages has a lot of opportunities, and this is going to be a huge one. If she can get a yellow red followed by a double yellow, yeah, this exactly. That's going to set a whole bunch off. That was a dynamite combo there.
And both of these players out the gates quick. Ramsey immediately jumping out to a 7 virus lead.
Yeah, that is. I was so busy watching for that big combo on Savage's side, I didn't even see how quickly Ramsey was working his way forward. Great cross clear there. And he is now 2 behind, but needs some blue and yellow and can be very quickly back in a good position with those just like that.
Nice drop
Now
T there by
within one.
Ramsey. Ramsey could have. Let's see if Ramsey builds up to the horizontal here, because like It looks like he
Appears that way.
is. I'm not sure if that drop wasn't necessarily intentional, but right now he's just not getting any blues, and he's just kind of waiting on 'em. There's one, and there's the other. He's out at 120. That's blazing for level 8.
And Savage, meanwhile, waiting around for reds. There's one. She's going to need another one to set this combo off. Oh, actually, two to set this combo off. There it goes. Now just needs two more. There's one. 7
There it
pills
is.
later, there's two. Wow.
More brutal RNG brought to you by the doctor, and then we just expect it every time, and it still disappoints us.
Really nice early plays there from Ramsey, finding low drop clears and making combos that honestly are beyond the scope of what we would have looked for and found just a couple of years ago. Just the game's evolution, when you stop and think about it, has been something else. But enough about that. Let's watch these two as Ramsey still holding on to a 7 virus lead. Savage with a right sloped board, very heavy on that right side, and it's going to be a challenge for her to kind of get things moving. Although I like these setups that she's got.
A double blue obviously would be great. Any blue can set off the chain. Oh, look at that.
There it is. Back within 4.
Yep. Savage,
Ramsey,
everything's on the right side for Savage, and everything's kind of spread out for Ramsey right now. Looks like
yeah,
he's
he's
probably going to go for the fat log.
he's wanting it, and if just depending on the order of pills, looks like yeah he's gonna get this double red. If he stacks a blue on top and then gets a blue yellow,
He's a
we may
blue
be
yellow away
looking
from getting out of here if he can just. Man, he's done waiting.
yeah,
And
and
Savage 316, 320 for Ramsey. It's a close one.
we got a game, and just Ramsey's just so fast out of the blocks. I think he wasn't planning on that particular pill going where it did, but it can work. Oh yeah, there's the okay. I see what he was actually planning now. So he's working on a horizontal, and a double blue is kind of forced right now. He's going to go without it, and yeah, that's going to be a bit of a slowdown for him. Meanwhile, Savage, very left heavy on her board this time, and has about an 8 virus lead.
And Ramsey tried to get a little tricky with that double blue further down on his board, but it's going to set up a quick double clear for the blues for him there.
Yeah, I think at this point he's just trying to mitigate some of the early problems that he had with the board. I do like that double red for him. Doesn't use it in the middle. We'll see.
Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
don't
gonna
think he
be
wanted to put that there.
yeah, that's gonna be tough to overcome here. But nothing is impossible in this game except good RNG. So, and even that we've seen a couple of times.
I like what Ramsey's doing to recover though. I mean that was a pretty brutal misdrop, but so far what he's done to manage his board since then has been very good. His left side is still a problem. That's where most of his viruses are, but as soon as he gets some red help, he's going to be able to clear that out.
And meanwhile, Savage was out at a sub 5. And is here in the last level of this block, hoping to go ahead and just finish it up with a sweep. Ramsey trying his best to make sure that does not happen. But Savage with a lot of blue early, into her early and mid board. Uh, hasn't been a problem yet. We'll see what the pills come, what pills come up, and what pills are coming up is yellow, and that's not something she's got a lot of obvious use for.
Yeah, very few yellow left on her board, and what is there is a ways down the board as well. But pretty much no garbage to speak of on Savage's board. There's just that one little blue fragment in column 3 in particular, but that could lead to a horizontal clear as well.
I feel like that's the plan, and this double blue is going to give it to her.
Yep.
So
And then nice quick little drop combo. She's just about done. Ramsey gets into 11 and it is currently at 6 minutes and 20 seconds.
yeah,
Nice
it's
tea.
definitely a bit of a slowdown, but yeah, Ramsey again just showing that top of the board is his favorite place to be. He just every level, I think he has come up with a really fast start and either taken the lead or really worked down on the lead that Savage has built. But she is out now at a 647, feeling pretty good about that. I'd have to say she is our first player on tomorrow to semifinal Sunday.